Namaste, Javians. Namaste, Javians. I, Javian, Namaste, Javians. हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I, Javian Preeti Singh, Faculty of Pharmaceutical Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University. Today, I will discuss about the topic session is the microscopic study of muscular and nervous tissue. Muscular and nervous tissue. This topic belongs to the human anatomy and physiology for the B Form first semester. Now, the now we come to the topic. What is the nervous tissue? Nervous tissue is composed of two types of cells, neurons and glial cells. Neurons are the primary type of cell that most anyone associates with the nervous system. They are responsible for the computation and communication that the nervous system provides. They are electrically active and release chemical signals to target cells. Glial cells or glia are known to play a supporting role for nervous tissue. Ongoing research pursues an expanded role that glial cells might play in signaling, but neurons are still considered the basic of this function. Neurons are important, but without glial support, they would not be able to perform their function. Now we come to the neurons. Neurons are the cell considered to be a basic of nervous tissue, and they are responsible for the electrical signals that communicate information about sensations and that produce movement in response to those stimuli, along with inducing thought processes within the brain. An important part of the function of neurons is in their structure or shape, and the three-dimensional shape of these cells makes the immense numbers of connections within the nervous system possible. The parts of a neuron, as you learned in the first section, the main part of neuron is the cell body, which is also known as the soma body, and the cell body contains the nucleus and most of the major organelles. But what makes neurons special is that they have many extensions of their cell membrane, which are generally referred to as process. So the types of neurons, there are many neurons in the nervous system. A number is the trillions, and there are many different types of neurons. They can be classified by many different criteria. The first way to classify them is by the number of processes attached to the cell body. Using the standard model of neurons, one of these processes is the axon and the rest are dendrites. So the unipolar cells have only one process emerging from the cell. True unipolar and cell are only found in invertebrate animals, so the unipolar cells in humans are more appropriately called pseudo-unipolar. The bipolar cell have two processes which extended from each end of the cell body opposite to each other. One is the axon and one the dendrite. And bipolar cell are not very common. They are found mainly in the olfactory epithelium where smell stimuli are sensed, and as part of the retina, multipolar neurons are all of the neurons that are not unipolar or bipolar. They have an axon and two or more dendrites. So the glial cells or neuroglia or simply glia. are the other type of cell found in nervous tissue. They are considered to be supporting cells, and many functions are directed at helping neurons complete their function for communication. The name glia comes from the Greek words that means glue and was coined by the German pathologist Rudolf Virchow, who wrote in 1856, and glial cell of the CNS. One cell providing support to neurons of the CNS is the astrocyte, so named because it appears to be star shaped under the microscope. So the glial cell of the PNS, on the two types of glial cell found in the PNS is called as stellate cells. So there are the short description of this topic. This session is powered by the digital version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, and I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it your problem by the problem resolving class. Thank you, and thank you for the listening.